one of the leaked frames. Boom. Hello everyone, Elite Cameraman here. After almost 3 weeks of waiting and a lot of delays, the most awaited episode 70 Part 1 finally came out, and yeah, it really was crazy and worth the wait because finally, after such a long wait, I got to see my beloved TV woman, and she looked so fine, but, anyways, I think we can clearly say it was one of the craziest episodes so far. And it's not even over because this was just part 1, and there is so much stuff to talk about in today's episode. From the newly upgraded cameraman to the crazy moves Titan Speakerman showed us to the secrets at the end of the video, and of course the infamous return of the Astro toilets, which gave me chills. It's really clear that we are entering a crazy era for skibidi toilet, and we are finally at the end of this arc. But before we get into all these topics and secrets from episode 70 part 1, make sure to like this video and subscribe to not miss any future analysis videos. Since this video had so many crazy stuff happen, I'm most likely going to be releasing a second analysis video tomorrow for episode 70 part 1. Anyways, here we go. Today's episode actually starts with one of the leaked frames Boom sent me a couple days ago, but from the perspective of the POV cameraman, and actually the POV is one of the large cameraman we saw in the leaks I showed a couple days ago, but we'll talk about that in a few moments. We see the garage door saying no smoking, and we see one of the newly upgraded cameraman throw toilet paper inside, and as some of you guys have guess the toilet papers were hand grenades, and it seems like they are heavy objects, since the sound it doesn't sound soft when it hits the ground, but the explosion inside is probably enough to kill the toilets inside this place. Right after this, we see the flamethrower cameraman using his flamethrower on the gray toilets that are on their way to attack him, and this is exactly the same scene that was leaked. Also, we see another dead toilet on the right, which looks like he was killed by the flamethrower cameraman a few seconds ago, and funny enough, even though he is using a flamethrower, there is a no smoking sign next to him. Thankfully, they didn't blow up because that sign might have meant that there was some gas around the place. After this, the POV cameraman turns to his right and we see a couple cameraman trying to run away and a couple cameraman dead on the floor. It also looks like their clothes were burned or destroyed in the battle. This is something completely new, and it seems like Dafouk is adding a lot more details alongside this. It looks like we can see the cloths of the cameraman move when they are running. These small details are getting better and better every episode. While one of the cameraman is running, the other one with the brown shirt and pants is using his double shotguns to keep toilets away. But these two cameramen don't seem to be one of the upgraded ones, since they don't have headphones or jetpacks. But there is something weird we see when we zoom in. On the right side next to the light pole, we see a body with a dirty white suit or a black and white suit. But it's impossible to see the face and the object next to it. I can't really figure out what this is, so if you have an idea, make sure to write it down in the comments. While when we were looking at this dead body, another death happens, and the cameraman with the double shotgun gets shot with a rocket into his face, and his body literally flies off. Rest in peace, buddy. At least you tried, and this other cameraman that's running towards us has a missing arm, and just like the other cameraman, he finds his demise literally seconds later when a rocket hits right behind him. Right after this, we finally pull out our weapon and learn that the POV cameraman is actually a large cameraman because he pulls out the large laser weapon that was shown in episode 69 part 2 and the leaks Boom sent me. And not gonna lie, this laser weapon is so goddamn strong, we see 2 rocket launcher toilets coming towards us alongside a helicopter toilet, and we literally one-shot them all when they are shooting us rockets, and just like a Giga Chad, we dodge them all. But after all the toilets are dead, I noticed something or someone inside the car on the left, and if you zoom in, it clearly is a human standing inside, and it does look like the secret agent a little, but it also doesn't. I'm not sure if it's the secret agent watching it from there, or actually a dead body that was inside when this place was first captured by the toilets. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. But before we continue on with the rest of the analysis, I need to tell you about the skibidi. After this, the POV cameraman decides to use his new jetpack to fly, and this seems like the best upgrade the cameraman have gotten so far, because Blood literally destroys everyone as if they are nothing while flying and shooting his rockets. It seems like even some of the more advanced toilets will have problems while dealing with the upgraded large cameraman from now on. After he lands, he kills 2 more rocket toilets that are far away, and it looks like his laser's reach is incredibly long. But that's not all, because this guy has been dodging every single rocket ever since the beginning. That means the large cameraman have finally learned their lesson after what happened to almost every large cameraman lately, because everyone has been dying. What we see after is something crazy, because we see a whole army of large upgraded rocket launcher toilets with armors coming out of the bunker looking like building, and it seems like there is no end to them. Right after this, a helicopter toilet suddenly arrives at the scene and instantly shoots rockets at us, but the POV cameraman swiftly dodges it with his new jetpacks and kills off the helicopter toilet while hiding. Here, we also actually see him getting hit by these rockets, but it looks like not just their weapons were upgraded, but their overall endurance has been boosted as well, because it doesn't look like he took any damage when the rockets hit the ground next to him. He starts fighting the other toilets around the place while, once he turns back and kills off the last helicopter toilet, we get a small glimpse of the chaos he caused in literally seconds. Not gonna lie, looking at this, these toilets need to up their game a lot after all these Alliance upgrades. But suddenly a huge missile hits the ground next to him, and even though it probably didn't do much damage, after this, the POV cameraman decides to fly towards this new upgraded rocket launcher toilet, but his insane powerful laser is literally useless against these new shields, and there are a ton of these toilets in the vicinity now, and it looks like they also have laser weapons alongside the rockets, which is crazy to think about, after he comes out of his shelter like toilet with his crazy-looking smile. Before he can shoot us, we hear a sound coming from the left side, and suddenly injured Titan cameraman comes out of nowhere and rams into the place, destroying the road and the toilets on it along the way. And this is the moment where this episode started going crazy. Right after this, the rocket launcher toilet instantly turns to the injured Titan cameraman and starts attacking him. But we all know that. This ain't anything new for him. He literally gets shot right at the core, but he responds by using his new laser weapons, which incinerates the toilets in a matter of seconds, and only his skull is left. But a funny detail we can see is that these sunglasses they have are still intact, not gonna lie. I think they should make an armor out of these. After this, injured Titan cameraman sees other rocket launcher toilets attacking him from the back, but he doesn't seem to care and just turns back slowly and shoots his laser guns as if they are blasters. I guess these weapons have different modes. Titan cameraman kills all the toilets around the place. He hears sounds of another toilet coming in right after looking at us, and this newly upgraded toilet is literally a copy of G-Man toilet with 4 lasers. I guess this is the new standard for toilets now, and it seems like it'll only go up crazier from here. But before the injured Titan cameraman does anything, suddenly upgraded Titan TV man's hand appears on the screen with his teleport ability, and he cuts the toilet's right side, and we watch him fall down to his death. Not gonna lie, the way the upgraded Titan TV man stands on top of the mountain, Blood really does look like the king, but the real goat of today's episode comes in seconds after by throwing a toilet to its death, and he puts out the fire on his shoulders after he lands, and we hear the upgraded Titan TV man say something to him in reverse while jumping down. If we reverse the video, we can clearly hear him say, "Come quick." Here you go. Listen to it yourself. And right after this upgraded Titan TV Man charges up the injured Titan Speaker Man, just like he did to the injured Titan Cameraman in episode 69 part 2, for him to be able to use his new lasers. But not gonna lie, the power Titan Speaker Man got from this seems a lot more compared to Titan Cameraman. He literally starts shaking with power, and it's all leaking out, but we suddenly turn to our left, and there is a huge army of helicopter toilets with acids and rockets approaching. Seeing this Titan Speaker Man suddenly screams, and we literally start shaking, and the helicopter toilets don't even have headphones, so we already know they are done for. Seconds later, we see the Titan Speaker Man charging up his weapons and shooting his hand blasters a couple times before jumping right into the action. And we get a glimpse of his aiming capabilities because he literally shot everyone with 100% precision. He starts shooting everyone while flying, and we also see the Titan Cameraman catching one of the injured helicopter toilets, and he pulls the acid blaster and puts it into his broken arm just like he did before with the buzzsaw toilet, and shoots the helicopter toilet back with its own acid gun. Blood literally has been changing arms every couple episodes at this point. But to be honest, with all his movements in this episode, I think we can say that he is very tired. At least he looks tired. And he does deserve a rest, but we don't even know when he'll get one. After this, we see the charged-up Titan Speaker Man using his core laser at full power. Everybody saw that it wasn't that powerful when he was going against Scientist Toilet in episode 67, but here it's a different case since it's been charged up, and suddenly a ton of toilets surround him just like what happened on episode 58. But just like what he did back then, he decides to become a Beyblade and starts spinning in crazy speeds, killing everything around him. And this is why he was the GOAT of the episode. If he was charged up like this all the time, Blood could solo everyone. And the way he sat down after he killed everyone was so cold. And even the upgraded Titan TV man agrees because he literally said 10 out of 10 in reverse with the man face from Roblox. Here you go, listen to it yourself. And I gotta be honest, that man face is giving me some flashbacks, if you know. But what happens after this is the start of what's to come and the first crazy reveal that we have gotten ever since the reveal of upgraded Titan TV Man, and it really sent shivers down my spine while watching. The first thing that happens is the return of one of the OG characters, and it's the DJ Toilet with his upgraded body after 64 episodes. I really don't think anyone was expecting a return from him, but this really opens up the door for some of the other OG toilets coming back later in the series. I wonder when the urinal toilets will return. The upgraded DJ Toilet looks a lot more serious compared to before, and now has sunglasses alongside of a fully mechanic toilet and a whole DJ rig on it. And let's not forget his new ding-dong and lasers that can come out of the sides. Blood really went all out on these upgrades, but sadly for him, his return didn't last long because literally seconds later, a fricking Astro Toilet shows up out of nowhere and splits the DJ Toilet in half and throws him toddy-side. We don't know if DJ Toilet died or not, but either way. Rest in peace, brother. You are one of the only toilets I respect a lot. Hopefully, if you are not dead, you can come back in 64 once again for another great comeback. And after this, we were greeted by the Astro Toilet we saw in episode 60 who held down the head of the imposter G-Man Toilet. His face does look a little different here, but that's because he has a much more serious and chill expression here, instead of the crazy look he had before. But his beard and his new arm's circular patterns shows us that this is clearly the same toilet, but just upgraded. It seems like his base toilet is mostly the same other than those protections on the side coming towards his neck, and the two new arms with every arms having some sort of new magnet technology, and him getting some new stripes on his helmet just like UFO Toilet had, and he absolutely looks terrifying while floating with his magnet hands spinning. The POV cameraman suddenly turns to his right to look at Titan cameraman, and he instantly shoots his new lasers, but the Astro Magnet Toilets catches the lasers mid-air with his overpowered magnets and literally throws them back. I was shocked when I saw this because this ability is absolutely insane. Even though Titan cameraman doesn't take that much damage from this, we see the upgraded Titan TV man also shooting a laser, but the Astro Toilet dodges it with ease as if it's nothing. And he gets a grin on his face after this dodge. We also hear the upgraded Titan TV man dropping an F-bomb and saying, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" In reverse, here you go. Listen to it yourself.
Okay guys, now Fat Duck is unmute for some reason. Okay, never mind.
Saying this, upgraded Titan TV man pulls out his arm blade, but suddenly stops after hearing a sound from the Astro Toilet, and we turn to the Astro Toilet, and he suddenly laughs and actually speaks. He says, "You all will die," with its
Okay, I actually heard that. The Astro Toilet spoke. Just it spoke. You all will die.
incredibly deep voice, and this was the first time we actually heard. Here you go. Listen to it yourself.
He said it super clearly, guys. Super clearly.
After this, we see the upgraded Titan TV man's hand teleport out of nowhere, but he is out of luck because the Astro Toilet instantly uses his magnet arms to cut off his blade and sends it flying back to Titan TV man and suddenly leaves the place while laughing. This scene really was insane because I think it foreshadows a lot more than you might think. As you guys know, we first saw the Astro Toilets back in episode 60, and they were trying to overtake the G-Man toilet, but with the Scientist Toilet's return, they were brushed off. And the next time we saw one of the Astro Toilets were in episode 68, and it was the UFO toilet watching the G-Man toilet clones dying.
Yeah. The Astro Toilets were actually super happy seeing it. I
think this clearly shows that they want to become the new wave of toilets, and the upgrades they are getting shows us that they are very capable of this because...
Wait, if the Scientist Toilets are not upgrading the Astro Toilets, then are they upgrading themselves? I don't understand.
We have not seen any other toilet be able to deflect two Titans without any care at all. I think with the foreshadowing of Astro Toilets, we might...
Is UTS just chilling? Upgraded UTS is just chilling.
actually witness the death of G-Man toilet or Scientist toilet or both at the end of episode 70 if it goes like this, and the Astro Toilets will become the new threat against the Alliance. Right now it's very clear that the original toilets are very behind, and I don't see them coming up with something new instantly, right when the Alliance is making a whole raid in their main base. So it's very likely that this is the last couple episodes where we are seeing the original toilets before the Astro Toilets take over. I also might be completely wrong, but we'll see. There is a possibility that the original toilets have something stored already deep down in the bunker, because don't forget, Dafuk posted a leak of the Scientist toilet on Discord last week, but he was nowhere to be seen today. After the Astro Toilet leaves, we see the...
Yeah, I'm there. What happened?
Upgraded Titan TV man having his blade pierced through his...
Okay, poor upgraded Titan TV man. Okay, he just...
arm, and he pulls it out right before we see his angry face. And this was also one
He is really hurt. He probably got really hurt.
of the leaked frames. It does make a lot of sense why he was mad now. But none of this is important because my favorite part of
Shut up, please.
the episode came right after this scene, which was my beloved TV woman arriving out of
Shut up, elite cameraman. Why do you keep on saying... I don't even...
nowhere with her other female buddies, and it looks like they've been upgraded. And I'm going to be totally honest, Speaker Woman's
TV woman is not even...
upgrades look dank because she has katanas on her back, and I, as man, love katanas, bruh. I really do want to see her fight now. Even imagining it gives me chills. Alongside her, camera woman seems to have 2 extra guns now, and her firepower is basically tripled. But where the hell is my beloved TV woman's upgrades, bruh? She better have some new TV beams or some new tricks up her sleeve because I couldn't stand my beloved TV woman being mistreated.
Please shut up! Please shut up!
Okay, fine.
And I don't know if you caught it, but when the large cameraman pulls his huge laser gun out, all the female toilets suddenly look at it. Look back at the large cameraman and back at the huge laser gun once again, and my beloved TV woman does an ooh face. Hell nah, bruh, there is no way you were impressed by that.
Who face? She wasn't impressed by the double plunger cameraman and she's impressed by a large cameraman.
I really gotta find that large cameraman and steal that huge weapon. But alongside this, there are actually two very small details here. First one is the surveillance camera on the back, and I think this explains how the cameraman were able to spy on this place and plan their
That's the literal CCTV camera of the cameraman. That's a CCTV camera.
raid, and these cameras are probably scattered all throughout the bunker. Second one is the one that
Oh, guys, that's how the inside crew that was inside the skibidi base, that's how they saw it. Oh, okay.
explains why the electricity went out inside the bunker like we saw at the end. If you look behind on the right top, it says, "Danger high voltage." And there were more signs like this around this place. And when the POV cameraman is turning left, we see this place burning. And let's not forget that Titan cameraman destroyed the whole dam, which probably was generating hydro energy. And this was why the electricity went out inside. We can literally see Titan cameraman looking at the fire seconds later, but POV cameraman instantly starts flying and gets to the other side of the dam, entering the bunker base. We don't know where this entrance opens up to, but I think we can safely assume that the crew might meet in the next part, and right when this is happening.
Guys, I want the Titans to go inside the skibidi base so badly. I want them.
After this, the POV suddenly starts changing and we go back to the bunker. POV, and a very strange thing happens in this part of the episode, so make sure watch until the end. After they stop checking the tablet, everyone suddenly starts looking at the POV cameraman, which I assume is plunger cameraman like the last couple episodes, but suddenly the elevator stops. Alarms start beeping and the electricity completely shuts down. And I'm gonna be honest, the way we see Dark Speakerman's speaker in the dark is so terrifying. Blood is the
Yeah, guys, the red speaker is literally shining. The red part of the speaker.
Batman of Skibidi Toilet. Can you imagine if he was a
What the hell is a Batman of skibidi?
vigilante hunting down bad guys in the dark? Anyways, the cameramen start using their flashes to light up the place, but we see something weird here. I don't know if this is a rendering issue or if we are seeing actual ghosts, but whenever it lights up, two cameraman ghosts appear out of nowhere at the back for some reason. I guess this will be one of the unanswered questions from this episode, but suddenly a sound comes from the top, and it slowly ramps up until the episode ends. I'm gonna be honest, this sounded awfully like the time when Titan TV man clapped Scientist Toilet, but we don't talk about that. This episode was absolutely insane, and probably was one of the best episodes so far. I'll talk more about it in a video tomorrow, and as I mentioned earlier in the video, go favorite, like, and play my Roblox game so that I can buy more TV Woman body pillows. You'll be able to claim some free rewards if you wait a certain amount of time in the waiting lobby before the game comes out.
Guys, that was a cool video. Cool video. I love this. It was super cool.